All right, first thing we got to start off with Dwight Howard. What
Dwight
is
Howard.
going
Tell everybody what happened here.
All right, Dwight. Dwight Howard is being sued by a man for assault and battery after he claimed the ex-Laker player pressures him into having a threesome with a male dressed as a woman. And he's providing proof. Bro, he's providing proof. He provided the Uber receipt at 1:30 in the morning, the booty call. Dwight Howard told them, yo, come on over. I got something popping. He came over with an Uber receipt. He's got text exchanges from Dwight's phone, bro. Look, you don't want to get into gossip, nothing like that.
Right.
Yeah, but dude's providing receipts. He's providing receipts, and this fits into my theory. Not everything is what it's sought out to be. You know what I mean? You got a professional athlete. He was a superstar, all-star, been around the world, probably banged every girl there is, and all of a sudden these guys get bored. Bro, it's you know it's crazy? The new NBA, you see with these other guys. What was the guy that was humping the other guy? Jalen Green, the dude that was dressed like the dude from In Living Color on the sideline. Who was that? He was super saucy. Yeah. Miles Turner, Dylan Brooks. That's the new NBA. I already expect that. But Dwight Howard is a little bit of the old NBA, a little bit of that Kobe era. But look, it goes to show, bro, these guys are professional athletes. They have the world by the balls. They got money. They got women. They got it all. And then all of a sudden, they got things in their closet, bro. They got skeletons.
Outside of a Michael Sam or, someone here, someone there that comes out and says it, you're going to have the Dwight Howards, or you're going to have dudes that are keeping it on the low because they just don't feel like they're going to be accepted for it. It comes out. It's wild. It's usually the wild stories because these dudes are used to having crazy stuff happen. So when they're going to get crazy, they're going to get crazy on a whole nother magnitude.
There's a whole bunch of text messages they released. He's telling him, yo, bro, come through. Da, da, da. And Dwight Howard's answering him, saying, send me a pic, eggplant. In the text, he goes, yo, send me a picture of your eggplant. Yo, come through. Yo, we're going to get crazy. He's talking to a man, right? Yep. Then after he says all that, he goes, but yo, I just want you to know, I ain't gay. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gay. It's just, sometimes I want to do a little something wild. This is the delusion in his head. He could make people, he's at a certain status, he could tell people the sky is red, the sky is green, and he himself will believe that. The delusion comes in that he could do or say anything, and somebody's going to clean the mess or flip it, because that's been his whole life. That's the point I keep trying to make, Ryan. His whole life has been, somebody will clean this up for me, somebody will help me out, I'll get by. And guess where he's from? I'll give you one guess. Guess.
Atlanta.
Hot Atlanta. He has 5 kids. What does it say? 5 kids with 5 different women. Now, what makes you do 5 kids with 5 different women? Did you fall in love 5 times? Are you just
you're like, you know what? I could cut checks all day. So fuck it.
Yeah, I got $100 million deal. Let's get crazy. I'm raw dogging all month. You know what I'm saying? Like, what goes into that? Or is it, which you see nowadays too, is it that he's suppressing something? You understand what I'm saying? I need to have all these women attached to me, all these kids attached to me, so everybody doesn't find out my secret.
It's no different than a dude having a girlfriend, a beard, like a girlfriend that's covering up what you really got going on. This is just a different example of that. Like, if I got $100 million and I'm like, yo, nothing's gonna dispel this rumor or this question, like me having 3 or 4 or 5 kids. And you know what? I could cut those checks. I got $100 million.
Maybe at 37, he said, let me try something new. Maybe. Or he's just been low the whole time and been covering up the whole time. And through a guilty conscience of such, he just starts having babies. You understand? Maybe he had something wild going on in Atlanta 2 weeks ago. Now he goes to a woman, he impregnates her because through conscious, he's telling on himself, but he's covering it up. You know what I mean? He's growing a new beard.
And we've talked about this before. These guys they grow up in a different world.
Yep.
And most of the guys we knew that were superstar athletes, not all, but many, they weren't that funny, but everybody would laugh at their jokes. They're like the hot girl in high school. Everybody laugh at their jokes.
Yep.
You know, they weren't funny because they were trying to get in their pants, right? Yep. So there were a lot of dudes that they were in a motel, traveling for AAU games, bringing their PlayStation, and them and their boys would just, the rest of their teammates, they tell each other, they sit around in the motel room playing PlayStation, gassing each other up.
It's delusion. It's a life of delusion, bro.
So, and everybody's feeding into that. And then you get to that point. It's that hot girl complex. I'm funny. I'm cool. I'm stylish. I'm this. You're just hot. And everybody's trying to get in your pants or in your pocket. Everybody's trying to get in and trying to be Brian Windhorst and make a career out of you. Yeah. You know? So
and then they stop talking, and they just start taking mad pictures for the grant, like that. The look away, you know, the look away smile. They do that, or they do the pound. Somebody films them in slow motion, giving a pound. Like,
yeah,
that shit is phony, bro. People love this shit.
Everybody laughs at LeBron. Oh, LeBron is so hilarious. House of Highlights, and it's like he's really not that funny. He yelled Taco Tuesday. Like, why is that so funny? But they get gassed up. They live in a different world. They're in their little bubble.
You want me to tell you why Taco Tuesday is so funny? That LeBron yelling Taco Tuesday? LeBron yelling Taco Tuesday is so funny because his lawyer, his agent, Taco Bell, and his management team, everybody made a bag of money from LeBron yelling Taco Tuesday. So now the media, ESPN, everybody's going to tell you this shit is funny. It's not funny. But when you're making people money, LeBron is making thousands of people money, indirectly, directly. He's going to be the man.
It's like some rapper makes a new song and plays it in the studios for his boys, and they're all going crazy, and the shit is trash.
That's another Instagram thing too. That shit is
right.
Funny. You see them all.
He's going crazy in the studio,
and then they saying the words, and it's grown men, bro. It's grown men. Like I would never be able to do that. I can't go to the studio, smoke a L, drink liquor, and have like the rapper whose song it is playing, and I'm just like looking at him while he's rhyming, and then I'm rhyming with him, and then like when I walk by him, I give him a pound, like, yo, this shit is hard. Like I can't act like that, bro. I can't do it.
When there's athletes that are actually cool, I appreciate them that much more because there's so many of them that are not, and they're very good at something, but just because you can shoot a jumper, it doesn't make you cool in everything that you do. It doesn't make you great at everything you do.
I would look at that in a way where if you're so good at something there, I would think, because God doesn't bless everybody with everything. Yeah, there's an offset. There's something missing. You're too good of a rapper, so you must be a cornball. They say, yo, don't meet your idols because you're gonna get let down. Not saying that they're idols, because a rapper was never an idol to me, but to the kids, yes. To the kids look up to these dudes. And then finally they start talking, and you're like, what the you know what I'm saying? Like, except Snoop. Snoop is captivating, bro. He has a gift.
I remember when I went to college. So I went to Boston College. I never liked Boston College. If you were a Big East guy, like Boston College you had to be from Boston. I like Georgetown, I like Syracuse, I like Villanova, all these teams, right? But Boston College, you were always like, eh. Yeah. But I went to Boston College and I was like, I'm going to go in with an open mindset. I'm going to try to have some school spirit. I'm going to root for the team. But then I knew a lot of the football players. I knew a lot of the basketball players. And I was like, I can't root for these guys. The more I got to know them, the less I could root for them.
After they leave college, remember, then they go out into the world with that same mentality. It's not that you leave college. Like, even if you don't go pro is even more crazy. But even if you don't go pro, if you're a star in college or above average player in college, and you got all that camaraderie where everybody's cheering for you every Saturday and you're banging something new every Saturday night, you go into the world with that mentality. and you think that's what's
And
happening.
it's a big letdown.
Yeah, nobody knows you there.
It's like the high school quarterback that's not going anywhere, that never leaves his town.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a legend here forever, so I know better than to go out into the bigger world. But once you go to college and you're a star, or you're even on the team, you think, oh, I could be a star everywhere.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope, man. That's why, like, today, like, a lot of them, they'll be on like podcasts, or they're speaking out about life, and they're telling the average person how to live. But if the first time, you're 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, millions are right around the corner, you get millions. And now the first time you're paying an electric bill, or the first time you're paying a water bill or a cell phone bill, you're paying that bill with $2.3 million in your bank account.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, you're not living check to check. You didn't go to work saying, damn, I gotta go back to work next week, otherwise they're gonna cut my phone off. You've never experienced that. That's pressure. That's